Hey everyone, welcome back to FT News. I'm Myra. After weeks of ghosts, royal conspiracies, and supernatural mysteries, the East Palace finally delivers a powerful ending that reveals the true origin of the royal curse, the identity of the real villain, and the heartbreaking sacrifice Gu-cheon makes to save everyone he loves. At first, it seemed like everything was caused by the terrifying pawn spirit. But the finale completely changes that belief. It reveals that the ghosts were never the true source of the tragedy. Instead, the real monster was human greed. Let's break down everything that happened, explain the ending, and discuss what Gu-cheon's fate really means. Throughout the series, everyone believed that the pawn spirit was responsible for wiping out the royal princes. 30 years earlier, a court lady who had been favored by the former king was falsely accused of having an affair with a royal guard while carrying his child. The accusation came from the queen, who could not tolerate the king's affection for a woman of lower status. Before being executed, the court lady swore that she would return as a vengeful spirit and destroy the royal bloodline forever. Because prince after prince continued dying over the following decades, everyone naturally assumed her curse had become reality. But the finale proves that the truth is far more complicated. After defeating the pawn spirit, Gu-cheon believes the nightmare is finally over. However, Saeng-gang continues hearing whispers from the spirit world. The ghosts keep repeating one frightening message: the real culprit is still alive. Even more shocking, Prince Yongan dies despite the pawn spirit already being defeated. That immediately tells Gu-cheon and Saeng-gang that someone else has been responsible all along. The biggest twist of the series arrives when Saeng-gang discovers the truth about her own grandmother. For the entire story, her grandmother appeared to be one of the few people she could trust. She had protected Saeng-gang after her mother's death and seemed completely removed from the palace conspiracies. Instead, the finale reveals she was actually the mastermind behind everything. 30 years earlier, after witnessing the court lady's execution and hearing the curse, Saeng-gang's grandmother realized she could use the curse as the perfect cover for her own ambitions. She secretly poisoned every prince standing ahead of her own son in the line of succession. As each prince died, everyone blamed the mysterious curse instead of suspecting murder. Even worse, Saeng-gang's own mother helped carry out those killings. Once the murders were complete, the grandmother silenced her forever by killing her too, ensuring nobody could expose the truth. This revelation completely changes how viewers understand the story. The curse itself was real, but many of the deaths blamed on the curse were actually caused by ruthless political ambition. The supernatural became the perfect disguise for human evil. However, the tragedy does not end there. Another devastating secret soon comes to light. The current king's eldest son, the crown prince, inherited the same spiritual gift as his father. He could hear the dead. The spirits eventually revealed the truth about how the throne had really been won through murder. Realizing this, the crown prince decided to repeat history. He poisoned his own brothers, believing their deaths would once again be blamed on the ancient curse, allowing him to inherit the throne. But his father discovered the plan. Knowing exactly how his own family had gained power decades earlier, the king refused to allow history to repeat itself. Instead, he made an unimaginable decision. He killed his own son. Just like every previous royal death, everyone blamed the pawn spirit. No one suspected the king himself. Unable to understand why he had been denied the throne after doing exactly what previous generations had done, the crown prince died filled with overwhelming hatred. That hatred transformed him into an AKGWI. Unlike ordinary ghosts driven by sadness or regret, an AKGWI has abandoned every trace of humanity. Its only purpose is destruction. As this monstrous spirit, The crown prince finally fulfills the ancient prophecy by killing his younger brother, Prince Yongan, bringing the royal bloodline to the edge of extinction. This leads to the final battle. The crown prince gathers an army of angry spirits from a village that had once been sacrificed by the king to stop a deadly plague from spreading. Together, they march toward the palace to destroy everything. Before the battle begins, a Gu-cheon delivers another terrible prophecy. Gu-cheon will die tonight. Determined to save him, Saeng-gang secretly drugs him and enters the realm of Gwi alone to confront the crown prince herself. But Gu-cheon refuses to let her fight alone. He follows her into the spirit world and makes one final bargain with the primordial Gwi to obtain the only weapon capable of destroying an Gwi forever. Meanwhile, the king finally does something he has avoided for decades. Instead of relying on power or violence, he accepts responsibility. He sincerely apologizes to the countless spirits whose lives were destroyed by his family's actions. He promises to care for their surviving families and even offers his own soul for eternal punishment if necessary. His genuine remorse weakens the crown prince's spirit enough to create a single opportunity for Gu-cheon. Knowing the cost, Gu-cheon attacks. He destroys the crown prince's soul completely. But doing so comes with an unimaginable price. Anyone who destroys an Gwi is destined to become one. Accepting his fate, Gu-cheon transfers the last of his young energy into Saeng-gang so she can safely return to the human world before surrendering himself to darkness. For a moment, it appears Gu-cheon is truly gone forever. The primordial Gwi drags him into the spirit realm. He believes his life has finally come to an end. Then something unexpected happens. He suddenly awakens back in the human world. Saeng-gang is overjoyed to see him alive. The king keeps his promise and finally allows Gu-cheon to leave the palace. Together, Gu-cheon, Saeng-gang, and the adorable Geomyeoksali walk beyond the palace gates at last. It seems like a happy ending, but the series quietly reveals one final twist. Although Gu-cheon has returned to the human world, a spiritual chain still remains attached to his hand. That chain stretches all the way back into the realm of Gwi. In other words, Gu-cheon escaped. But he was never completely freed. Part of him will always remain connected to the spirit world, suggesting that one day he could be pulled back again. The ending ultimately reveals that ghosts were never the greatest threat. It was the endless desire for power. One act of ambition created decades of murder, betrayal, revenge, and supernatural horror. The spirits simply reflected the pain that human beings created themselves. Even though the royal curse is finally broken, Gu-cheon's lingering connection to the spirit realm reminds viewers that some sacrifices leave scars that never truly disappear. Now it's your turn. What did you think of the East Palace's ending? Were you shocked that Saeng-gang's grandmother was the true mastermind behind the royal tragedy, or did you suspect her all along? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for watching this video. Sending you lots of love, and I'll see you in the next one.